Hey, blessed evening out there, everyone. It's Friday night, and this is my second live today. I wanted to come on and do a live, just double checking that it's going to all the right places, on StreamYard. So I'm broadcasting live to my author page, to the Warrior Goddess Women group, and to YouTube to just check in. Yesterday, I had a super crash. Just felt really overwhelmed and exhausted and spent a good couple hours wrapped up in a blanket on the couch. That couch right there, or that one right there. And so I've just been wondering how everybody's doing. I'm hearing a lot of us are really navigating pandemic and fears and overwhelm and exhaustion just in general. So I wanted to come on live and just see, how are you? What do you need? Is there anything that I can do for you? And also, hello, waving at you as you come on. Feel free to share where you're tuning in from. And this will just be a pretty quick and sweet check-in. So I also want to share about the workshop that I have coming up tomorrow and just a special around that as well. So, reminder, happy January, and January probably doesn't look like we were hoping. That as we step into 2022, I think we started in the year like excited and what's going to happen and things are going to shift, and there's still a lot of uncertainty. Still a lot of things that are unknown in our relationships, in our work, in the pandemic, and the way that we are navigating that going forward. There's a lot of division and divisiveness. So we definitely need more curiosity, more presence, more open-heartedness, and more grounding. So that's one of the things that we're getting to explore and really listen into. What are our needs this time? We just finished, there's a group of us that went through what we call the Warrior Goddess Anti-Resolution Challenge, which was a way to align ourselves with 2022 from a place of really nourishing our own soil. And for those of you that were part of the Anti-Resolution Challenge, I'd love to hear what your experience was, what you learned, what you're inspired by. For those of you that didn't join, you can still join. It was free 7-day exploration into how to nourish ourselves. So instead of putting what the next thing is on the to-do list, or I need to fix myself, or I need to make this go away, it was a really beautiful journey into looking at what are the strategies that we often take on to give ourselves a sense of safety or to help us manage our world, and how to honor the gifts of the strategy while we also look at what the not helpful parts of the strategy are. And once we understand that, we look at the benefits and the suffering, then we can also be more honest with ourselves about how to nourish the soil of our being. And that was what the big exploration was over the last 7 days with the Anti-Resolution Challenge. So saying hey to everyone, and hope that you are doing well. And I really wanted to do this broadcast mostly just as a check-in to see, how are you? Because it's not easy. And I know a lot of people are feeling alone right now, scared, confused, uncertain. So if that's you, I see you. And you're not alone. There's a lot that we're continuing to navigate. Talk to a lot of people that are either have COVID, have had COVID, and are still dealing with a lot of the ramifications of it, of long-term exhaustion and different side effects of having COVID or different things, as well as just the general emotional exhaustion I think that many of us are feeling right now. And especially, this is good for us to remember those people that have been like very resilient and felt really strong and solid throughout much of the last couple of years. I'm also talking to people that are just crashing now, that are really struggling, that had felt like they were really resourced and full and sustainable, and then boom, things crash out. So take care of yourself. Okay, there's days that we just need to rest as much as we can or reset. And if you're busy navigating parents or kids or big stuff at work, we want to really look for where are the gaps, where are the little places that we can nourish ourselves, to renew, to refill, to restore ourselves. And that's one of the things that I'm looking at this weekend is this idea of restoring. How do we replenish? And part of that replenishment, kind of finding a new source to connect with inside of our being, is around opening to what are we carrying that's maybe not ours to carry, or do we have strategies that aren't serving us? And also to get a map to be able to step back from our lives. And I think about it as the eagle eye view, that we step back and look at the big picture of our lives and the way that we're in relationship to energy, our own energy and other people's energy. And this idea that each of us has what I call the big soul and the little soul. I learned this beautiful teaching, it's called the Toltec cosmology, from my mentor and dear one, Don Miguel Ruiz, who's the author of the Four Agreements. I was really blessed to mentor with him for many, many years. And when I learned this particular map, it completely changed my life. It was so impactful for me because suddenly I understood why I was the way I was, why I felt so disconnected, and it suddenly made sense. It took it out of the personal, this is about, and brought it into a larger collective understanding of what we're navigating as humans. So for those of you that were part of the anti-resolution challenge, there's a special email in your inbox inviting you into the workshop this weekend. And so check that out. Special. For those of you that weren't part of the anti-resolution challenge, if you want some more support, you don't have to have been part of the challenge to get benefit from the workshop this weekend. I'm doing a super special. The workshop's usually around $297 and it's discounted. It's the 2022 May It Be Better Than Your 2021 special. So the workshop this weekend is $111. And I've also just wanted to take all barriers out. I've talked to so many people that are struggling right now. So if you are needing more support, really, really great tools, inspiration, guidance, and you have space this weekend, or even if you don't, it's recorded. So we have a sliding scale. Let us know if you need support. If you want to learn more information about the workshop, it's at warriorgoddess.com/reclaim. And I'll stick that in the chat. And warriorgoddess.com. If you want a sliding scale or you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to our team. It's the link, www.warriorgoddess/reclaim. Reach out to the team, and if you need a sliding scale, send an email in and put balance in the subject line, or just say, hey, I would love to get the link. So again, the workshop's discounted, less than half price, and I'm also offering a sliding scale because I just want to share this information. It's so important. So tomorrow, I'm going to be taking down that beautiful painting and putting up a big whiteboard and walking you through this beautiful cosmology. Hey, Rihanna. Hey, Emily. You and your book. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that you enjoyed Warrior Goddess training. It's such a great book, and I'm so happy that it's out in the world and that it's continuing to inspire. So glad that you caught me live. Good to see you here. Yeah, so workshop is happening this weekend. I've wanted to pull all the barriers that anybody might have to not doing this workshop, because for me, this is just one of the most supportive, nourishing aha workshops. We're doing Saturday and Sunday, 3 hours. So it's East Coast time, 11 to 2, Saturday and Sunday. And we'd love to have you join us. So you can learn more at warriorgoddess.com/reclaim. If you're part of the Anti-Resolution Challenge, there's a super special for it. So check your email. And if you're just tuning in now and you're curious, you can go to warriorgoddess.com/reclaim. Check out the workshop that's happening this weekend. And you're also welcome to join us at Sliding Scale, or know that the workshop is recorded so that you have access to it even if you can't join us live. Yay. So how are you doing? So for those of you that are listening live, or even if you're listening to this recording later, one second. How are you? How are you doing? How are you navigating January? Nuria writes, hey Nuria, hi Ash, waiting from Spain. I already had a full agenda for the weekend. Will there be a replay of the workshop available? There will be. So it's completely recorded. So yeah, even if your weekend is full, you can still sign up and get the recordings, all the recordings. Yeah, and then you can watch anytime at your own pace. So, and highly recommended. I don't know if I'll be doing this workshop for a while and won't be doing it at this rate. So again, because I have so many friends that are, and I've just talked to so many people that are either have COVID or are mending from COVID, but still really exhausted, or just exhausted from the whole pandemic festivities that we're still navigating. Just felt really called yesterday to offer this workshop to everyone and to just gift it. So if you are needing some extra support, if you want to get some tools and have fun, this is not going to be a series I'm going to lecture at you for a long time. It's going to be playful and fun, and also really good information. Yeah, Rihanna writes, it's been a bit intense. It has been. Yeah, I spent a good couple hours curled up on the couch yesterday, just really having a rough time. Aw. Hey, River. Yes, I love that. I cannot say how amazing the workshop is. I'll be tuning in from work as I can. Good. So glad you're going to join us. Yeah, and for those of you that are part of the Warrior Goddess Training Circle, like River, I know there's some of you that are tuning in that are already part of the membership circle. This is part of your membership, so check the calendar for the link, or you should get an email. For those of you that were part of the Anti-Resolution Challenge, check your inbox, because there is a special invite for you. And for any of you that are just tuning in, or hi, been following for a while, I'm doing a workshop this weekend that's called Reclaim and Restore. It's 3 hours on Saturday and 3 hours on Sunday. It's one of the just best workshops that I share, that I teach. So would love to have you join us. It's usually $297. Did a really bad connection. Good, glad you're going to be there. And it's usually, it's about half price of what I normally offer. And if you need a sliding scale, just write us. I just want to gift it. There's so much hardness right now. I'm just like, let's bring as many people as possible in to learn these teachings to help us get more stable and grounded and nourished. Yeah. Oh, honey, Rihanna, a family member went to ER from getting COVID, so a bit scary. Yeah. I'll send prayers their way. Yeah, you know, that there's a lot. We're calling it this version of Omicron a mild COVID, but it's still really scary and really intense and having big impact on people. So good. All right, babes. Well, mostly just wanted to check in. If you need anything, just know that I'm really feeling every one, and that I know that it's a challenging time for many of us. Some of us are, doing well, and even if you've been doing well, you may find that you have a couple rough days because it's just sometimes holding steady when there's so much chaos just is hard. So I'm thinking about you and hope to see you this weekend. If you have any questions, email us at hello@warriorgoddess.com, and I hope to see you Saturday and Sunday. It's on Zoom, recorded, and it's a very engaging workshop. That's the fun part. It is a really super, super engaging and informative, and just the first part here and there, just the first part around big soul, little soul, and how we have this, when we're born, we have this beautiful connection between our big soul, which is our essence, our connection to the divine, our wise, grounded self, and our little soul, which is our ego, our personality. And when we're young, they're connected, but at some point they get disconnected. So that's what we're talking about. The workshop is, how do we reconnect? How do we come back into a centered place so that we can bring our gifts, that we can bring in, be in action in a good, inspired, grounded, sustainable way, and know when to act and when to rest, to know when to engage and when to disengage. We need to know both. And we'll also be exploring how to balance out our warrior goddess energy. Everybody's invited, all beings, whether you're new or been around the block for a while. I would love to see you tomorrow. Again, www.warriorgoddess.com/reclaim. And there are almost 200 people signed up. So we'll have a great crew tomorrow. Just share the link one more time. There you go. All right, my loves. If you need anything, reach out to the team. hello@warriorgoddess.com. Sending you lots of blessings. Blessed evening to you, or day, depending on when you're tuning into this. Take good care of yourself and stay warm out there. For those of you that are in cold areas, it's cold. All right, loves. Bye-bye.